Hello and welcome to another episode of Citadel Guard Adventures. This is Beriathan of the Citadel Guard of Gondor. We're back in Hatur, and that's Talath Urui. So we still need to scout some enemy camps, I guess is the proper word for it. So let us get going. First of all, what is this? There a watching stone, another watching stone that has a quest for us. You know, last time we did this, watching stone was trying to outsmart us. So we gotta be careful with this one, but let us check. As you approach the carven stone, a sense of dread surrounds you. A nearby gaze envelops you. It is not a living gaze, but an ancient sight poured into your mind. You start to hear whispers of many voices and languages. You cannot make out a single word. Then you start to notice an anger, a pure spiteful malice in all the whispers. The whispers and spite seem to start focusing on you. They become one and focus into a single word. The statue seems to say, "Leave." You try to leave, but the spirit's hold is too heavy to break. Yeah, why leave when you can fight so many shades? Confront the watching stone. The spite and anger start to fade. Still, the prison gaze consumes you. The low whispering begins to fade as well. The emotions the stone projects into your head are hard to make out. You see a turbulent flash of colors, then an overwhelming sensation of defeat. You see a man slain by a Morgul blade. His life flashes, and his spirit is torn from his body. The body falls and topples onto the spirit. The spirit tries to escape, but it seems to be unable to move. Slowly, the slain body turns into a twisted stone. The dream-like image fades and you are once again able to focus. A voice in your head again speaks, this time with no anger, only sadness. It says, "Live." A very interesting tidbit, story behind this. Who's the man that died for that Morgul blade? Do we find out at some point? Because a couple things that are mentioned during the Mordor expansion are then brought back when you go to Minas Morgul. So maybe that's one of them. I would love if that were the case. But I don't know. Naraband. And in Ur. Yeah, our next stop then is Naerband. And that one promises to be very interesting indeed. There are so many things to do in Naerband. Oh, come on. Yeah, thank you. What do we got here? Is this like an orc camp? Yeah. Another one of those 115 areas that we don't need to worry too much about right now. Just gotta follow the road. I think we can ride a little bit. Just trying to check if there are any lost lore pages on the road. But I think we should be okay. We can ride and still look for them. Wait a minute there. There's another one of those Grims. We also need to fight for this quest. Cool. A fumarole. Another Grim. Let's take the time to fight some of these guys. There was another Grim over here. Okay, yeah. It's over there. You come over here. Perfect. Missing 3 fumaroles, 2 Grims. Let us go back to the road. If we find more of those guys, we can of course go and fight them, but for the time being, let us stick to the road. Now this one over here, very important, this is the entrance to the dungeons of Naraband instance. Ah, and we got the discovery? That's great, I was expecting this to be unlocked for level 115 and up. You have discovered the entrance to the dungeons of Naraband. Well, not complaining, because that means now I can enter this instance whenever I want. Ah, no, you know what? The Abyss of Mordor. That deed is locked at 115 because the instance itself, the raid, is locked at 115. But the Court of Citadel, which is the other instance in Mordor, and Dungeons of Naerband, you can start doing those as soon as level 105. I think it is. And so that means that you also need to unlock those deeds starting at level 105. That's great. Oh, who do we have here? The woman seems apprehensive about speaking to you. You are not from here, I can see. I am Akhrûn. I have prayed for freedom each day. Now it is here, but not the freedom of my dreams. My freedom led me and my brethren to flee from our slavers in Udun. We felt that freedom for the first time when the tower fell and fire spilled from out of the mountain. I wished to return to my family in Nurn, but we were enslaved again by those who dwell in Naraband. I resisted, so they threw me into the prison. The rest are still being held outside the fortress. Now I do not know what to do.
Master. No, I must not say master any longer.
It seems Akhrûn isn't accustomed to talking for extended periods of time. She catches her breath and continues. Naraband is a prison that no one leaves. We were meant to be rotten in cells, sometimes tortured or worse. I alone escaped. I found a loose brick in my cell. Behind the brick were some metal shavings that I was able to use to pick the lock of my cell. From there, I found an old forgotten passage that led to the outside. I want to rescue the rest of my fellow Nurnhoth from Naraband, but I cannot do it alone. Will you help us retain our newly found freedom? You agreed to assist, Akhrûn. I am thankful for your help. First, we will need to defeat many of these orcs of fire who patrol from here to Naraband. Yeah, consider it done. First, though... let us see if we can... Yeah, we can fight ranged. So we don't need to go all the way down there. Defeated fumaroles. Right. Now we're only missing the 2 fire grims, which will come in time, I'm sure. We can't hear the Gash High patrollers. Doesn't get old. One-shotting enemies doesn't get old. It will never will. Gash High. Defeated Gashai. Macbaddock. Yeah, finally. That's what we were looking for, a page. You took your sweet time, but we can finally start doing the last lore of Talath Urui. Thank God. You found a torn page of journal. Its edges are synced, as if it was too close to an open flame. Perhaps you can find other pages around Talath Urui and complete the story.
Cash high! That's what we've become. Me and the boys left living after all the fire and falling stone. We are strong. Stronger than we've ever been. With arms and bones of flame.
So is this implying the Gashai were born in Mordor? Because the first time we found the Gashai was in Moria. But does this mean that the Gashai are actually from Mordor and not from Moria? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Okay, there is another page in here. Maybe we'll get some more answers on this one.
Here's what you get for poking your nose where it shouldn't go. That Orodir woman had some slaves digging into the floor of the ruined chamber. And next thing you know, it was flames everywhere.
Interesting. Tell me more of this Orodir. Talk to Akhrûn. Alright. It has moved closer to Naraband. Which is fortunate, as we don't need to go back to her initial location. Ah, another page in here. Sure, give me just a moment to talk to Akhrûn. Where are you? Ah, there you are.
What would you?
Good. We have made it to the bridge to Orodir. It is here where they keep prisoners before sending them to die in Naerband. Akhrûn looks out across the span towards Orodir. I was taken here with my brethren in cages. We were told that we did not uphold the great laws that Sauron has put in place over Mordor. Our punishment was to be bound by chains. Orodir has many of the Orcs of Fire, known as Gashai. I hear that they came to Naraband soon after the tower fell. I do not know why though. We must rescue as many Nurnhoth as we can and stop Naraband from abducting those who deserve their freedom. Oh, awesome, yeah. Give me more. Many prisoners are chained to walls in Orodir. We must break the chains and prevent any more from being enslaved. We must free any Nurnhoth we find held captive in Orodir. They deserve to experience the freedom I have known. Though only for a brief time, the freedom I held brought beauty to my life in this dark land. I will need some supplies for this journey that I hope to take back to Nurn. We should see if there are any supplies and rations to gather in Orodir. Yeah, I'd wager I can find a couple for you. Maybe not the best quality because, you know, they are orcish, but...
Me and my boys are taking orders from that Orodir stone maiden. You can smell the stink of arrogance on all these black Númenórean types. She's got us off in Talath Urui, digging an underground fortress out of the Mithran.
Alright, so... take a good look at the dungeons. That's the place we are approaching, the place we need to enter. Or, I mean, we will enter at some point, but first we need to do all this in Orodir. This place seems to be a staging area for bringing captured prisoners into Naerband. Defeated foes. Another foe. More foes that don't stand a single chance against us. Collected keys. Sure, we've been finding a lot of keys. No. Destroy shackles, free Nurnhoth. The usual stuff in this kind of camps. So come, Garliv, let us see. This seems to be one of these places in which there are so many things to do that at times you might feel a little overwhelmed. So basically that means we just need to be very thorough with this area. 1 out of 8. Rations. Nurnhoth. That's the first one of them. What else is there to find? Or who else is there to find? Well, lots of guys. Lots of artifact chests as well. Alrighty. Tackle. Alright, rations. Supplies. What's the difference between supplies and rations? They always seem the same to me, but there are many quests along the game that have you collect supplies and rations separately. I mean, it's even the same model for both. So it's kind of confusing. What's the difference between them? KB Gorgoroth chest. Okay. We can do that. Awesome. Can I use this ration from this side? That looks so great. That is so great that we can do that. But yeah, we cannot jump through here. No. Let us stop wasting time. Not everything can be a shortcut. Shackles. Yeah, I was starting to wonder about this one. We need to get rid of many of those. A whole lot of those. Of course. Here. Just like that, we got a lot of shackles. Is this another entrance into the camp? And if so, how do we get to this camp from the other side, from this side? Another one here. Corroded small chests. Not too much to do with those, but they're there in case you want. Another Nurnhoth. Ah, there are some supplies in here. On that other side. Let us try and explore other areas of the camp, and maybe, hopefully, we will not come to miss those supplies we are skipping for now. Nurnhoth, yeah. There you go. Let us keep getting more of these. And these. Yeah, didn't even know what hit him. That's what I like. This seems like a great place to farm the artifact chests. There are so many of them. Even starting to wonder if we're gonna get all of this. Maybe we can just focus on the ones that are alongside our path. You have successfully defeated many foes outside the gates of Naerband and destroyed the shackles used to bind their prisoners. Sure, cool. What now? Supplies and rations? I thought I saw, yeah. Okay. I have the impression that we don't need to come top this place yet, but we will rather get a quest that will eventually lead us upstairs. I sadly hadn't realized my remote vault services had expired, so I cannot do reforging on the go anymore. which is a shame. Was really useful, really convenient. It's a shame we cannot do that anymore. Right, here we have Nurnhoth. Ah, the last one too, that's great. You have successfully freed the Nurnhoth at Orodir, helping Akhrûn and her people a great deal. I'm not sure if the gate wardens we're supposed to look for are in this building. Yeah, here we have one. I knew it, that was... This was a great idea. I knew it. But there is another one. I remember being able to climb even higher. Collected rations? Yeah, it's through here. Ah, this is supposed to be a 115 area. God, should we be doing this? And who's attacking us? Now, I got a feeling that there's supposed to be something good. Something good inside here. And also, there should be a way to climb up even higher. Yeah, these stairs. We're already here, might as well do it, right? Ah, there's another stair. Ah, that means we will need to do a lot of fighting. Wish me luck. Once again, the shadow of Mordor in here, it's harsh. But down they go. Glad we were able to do it. Orodir again. I think this is as far as we can go. Yeah, a rare Mordor chest. Something good at least. We have the rare chests of Talath Urui. 1 out of 5. I had a feeling there was also supposed to be a page in here. Might be wrong. Might be right, I don't know. Well, even if I'm wrong, then you can get a very nice view, an awesome view from here. Maybe even nicer if we can climb up to the edge without falling, without dying. Thank you. Because then, here we have Orodir, the Gashgurm, the Lake of Fire, and Naerband. Yeah, I hadn't realized how such a nice view you could get from up here. I thought we would find something else in here. Other than just chests. The rare treasure chest is a good one. But I want to open that as soon as I'm out of this place. I don't want this level 115 guys respawning before we are out. At least now you know you don't need to go to a level 115 area in here for pages. Not yet, at least. So, what do we have here? Crafting bundle with more woods and branches. Alright. More importantly, this agility, vitality, finesse. Not enough yet to be able to. But let me see. Yeah, we can get a physical mastery essence in here. I'll make up for the loss of it. How much physical mastery do we lose? Not even that much. But we just hit 60 light of Arendelle with that. And that's great. Because now we're only having a Shadow of Mordor debuff 2. A tier 2. So yeah, I'm not keeping that one. Now just gotta keep looking for supplies or rations? No, supplies. Supplies. I see them. How do I get there? Oh, jeez. Yeah, seriously, how do I get there? Entrance to Naraband. Once again, that looks really cool. Here you can also find the 2 gate wardens you need for the quest anyway, so there's no need to get anywhere close to that level 115 area if you don't want to. Oh. These guys have a very long range for aggro. They can see you from a mile away. Or that's how it feels, at least. So, supplies, do you have any for me? Yep. We did come to miss the supply box that we ignored earlier. Both of those are in here. Who would have thought? Talk to Akhrûn. Okay. Let me try and leave this camp with us drawing as little attention as I can. I mean, we're not particularly successful at that. There are so many orcs. How can you not draw attention? For example, these guys. And you. And maybe that's it. Okay. Ah, the Nurnhoth. You're all here, guys. So glad to see you made it out okay, and maybe, hopefully now, you can all go back home. All of you, together.
The world is changed.
This food and these supplies should assist us on our long journey. Even the Magan Spur is not without treachery, and the Sea of Nurn is too vast and deadly to risk sailing across. Do not worry, this is the path we must take, just as you have taken your own path.
what would you?
We are together again. We shall depart and take a long and secretive footpath over the mountains to Nurn. You have done much, and I thank you. No longer do you need to risk your life to help me though. We can manage from here. And in here, these boots are defensive stats. Alright, sorry for the quick cut. I had someone at the door, so I had to answer. But anyway, let us see what Akhrûn wants us to do now. Before we part ways, there is something that I think you should know about Naraband. When flames poured from the mountain and created a lake of fire, the heat reached all the way underneath the prison fortress and burnt alive those within. I overheard the story from orcs while I was imprisoned. The prison is still run by a black Uruk, known far and wide as Thraknul. He was known as the Dark Lord's chief torturer. It seems Thraknul is still running Naraband as a prison even after the tower fell. Does the Uruk serve a new master? I know not. You decide it would be worthwhile to investigate further the matter of Thraknul. I wish you luck. Be careful, Beriathan. If Thraknul catches you, you may never see the outside of Naraband again. What are you trying to tell me? I wonder. There's been some occasions in which we've braved some enemy fortresses, and it hasn't turned out that good for us. I don't remember. Will we get captured in Naraband? Or will we be able to make it out okay? In any case, we have the Gashhai Slayer deed completed. The tier 1. So we got runes, extra reputation, and of course the advanced tier for 200 of those Gashhai. So we can grab all these we got on our way to Naraband. I would assume these gate wardens, yeah, will fight us. Will engage. Do they get buffed when they are standing right next to each other? The prison fortress must have been Sauron's chief jail in Gorgoroth. With knowledge of Urudani and her Gashhai followers, you decide to defeat some of Urudani's lesser followers in the hopes of loosening her grip upon the prison fortress. Many prisoner voices wail through the walls of Naraband. Perhaps if you could find some jailer keys, you might be able to let loose some of the denizens of Naraband. Thraknul's torture devices line the walls of Naraband. His torturers inflict pain upon Thraknul's enemies and victims. Seeing these atrocities firsthand, you take it upon yourself to put a stop to these vile activities. Alright, and another set of wardens in here. Collected keys. Alright. There's another page. I think it's upstairs. Right next to the door? Yeah.
So imagine my surprise when at last I thought I'd found my way out of all the flames and debris, and there Urudani was.
Oh, the dungeons. Let us check these dungeons. Naerband, which is a massive place. The smell of burnt flesh permeates the air around you. Lovely. This is the Dark Lord? Yeah, I hadn't paid attention to this effigy before. You find some sort of register inside a locked guard room. So is that the one we need to find the key for? is it this one? Naraband has a lot of doors. And I think... I'm not sure how linear the landscape version is. But from what I'm seeing, it seems it's gonna be pretty linear. Another one of these Uruzani's warriors. Yeah, come over here before I descend through there. Can actually investigate this upper passage. Because I think we still need a couple keys to open the cell doors, so we're not going to that place yet. Huh, torture device. Okay. You mean these ones? Kinda lost. Again. Big surprise. Torture device, yeah. And the torturers. What's this? Alright, at least we got one. There are some pages inside Naerband too, so I want to make sure I explore all this before I leave. Open the prison doors. Ah, here we have one. Great. Let me grab this if you don't mind.
Well, those slaves were ash faster than you could cut a throat. Huh. And not a few orcs and uruks too.
Torturers are down. Torture devices. Ah, Olgard. We find each other again. Orc and Uruk Slayer of Talath Urui. Awesome! So once again, more runes, reputation, and the advanced tier for 200. So as Olgard is saying here, there is a quest for the Black Book of Mordor that would have you come to the dungeons. I forgot to grab it before entering. It's okay. I don't mind paying Naraband another visit. And we still have our plate full in here anyway, trying to complete all these quests. And I'm finding the pages and all that. So, well, spoiler alert, we will be coming back to Naerband at some point. Ah, there is another page in here. So they are very close to one another.
Urudani and not Urudani. I can't find a plainer way to say it. She was weaved in flame. No, she was made of flame. When she bade me halt, I sure as well did it.
We also need to defeat these flame spirits anyway for the quest, so... So yeah, we gotta keep exploring the dungeons for those flaming spirits. We already got two pages in here. I'm not sure if there are supposed to be more. God, there are so many places we have not visited yet. Another torture device? And how am I supposed to get to those torture devices? I mean, I can get this one, alright. But that one on the other side, how am I supposed to get there? The thing with Naerband is it has some underground passages. And sometimes the only way of advancing is knowing your way around the underground passages too. But I guess can take now this exit to the left. Here we have two other options. You can go upstairs, which is what I was about to do. You can go downstairs. Downstairs you will find the prison cells. So that's why I'm saving that for last. This hole? Sorry. In that one area where I found you. Ah, okay, yeah. Ah, these are the prison cells. I thought there would also be downstairs. But cool. We can get opening some of these doors. Some of these doors will have orcs. And it's not the first time we find quests like this that will have you try your luck at either helping someone or finding more enemies. Not to go that far, that hatch quest line in Udun is the exact same thing like this one. You open something, you don't know what you're gonna find. We've been seen to be really out of luck so far. Lots and lots of orcs. I want to save some captives. But you're not... You're not throwing captives at me. I mean, it's still good because we're still fighting orcs. But yeah, I want to save these guys. They've been through a lot. Come on, really? Just missing. Okay, the last door. It's gonna be one of these ones. Lots of orcs behind the cells. Okay. After opening numerous prison doors to free prisoners in Naraband, you realize that Thraknul is not just capturing Nurnhoth, but also many of the orcs and uruks formerly under the command of Sauron. Either Thraknul is vying for power, or he has gone mad. Yeah, we don't know which one of those two is. So Olgard missed Akhrûn, and I missed the Black Book of Mordor. Wouldn't you know? In between you and me, we have a full run of this place. Let me see if we can get him the coordinates to. Yeah, you also do need to do a certain quest line. Yes, is the quest line that starts at Nagashtu. Alright, so we have finished exploring all the upper portion, it seems. So, yeah. Seems Olgard maybe has just skipped Fushambal, yeah. And I don't blame you. I spent 2 episodes doing that. And it was way more complex than it should have been, and way more punishing too. Now, we only need to find one more torture device. Hopefully it's somewhere around here, because I have no idea how to get to that other torture device we saw from the other area. Bottom line, there's another page in here, so... Seems to be on the lower side, on the lower portion. There's a jail door. So I think there should be a way to go downstairs. And I don't remember where to go. What? What are you gonna show me? Ah, this is the way downstairs? Seems to be. I think he's over here. I don't remember the exact location of that cell. But yeah, let us help Olgard locate it. But well, I think we have already taken enough time for today's episode. So join me next time and we'll continue helping Olgard with his black book as we progress with our own quests. For the time being, this has been all on today's episode of Citadel Guard Adventures. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you on the next one. Until then, my friends, stay safe, take care, good luck to you all, and I will see you later.